correctly to start things off. Ooh. Stuck behind the wall, stuck behind a bit of utility here. Now we see Sen trying to get back into sight. His net takes one down. They're still just milling about, getting themselves sorted out here. And it looks like 3 from Sentinels are ready to crash back in once Heaven gets ready.
They just gotta wait for this wall too, so once they knife this out, they'll have to start popping out through this door, but there's still a sonic sensor on the other side that could stop them.
Just there, 𝘁𝘂𝗍 looking to provide that noise. They get stuck just a little bit. 𝘁𝘂𝗍 taking the fight, has protection over the shoulder, but 𝘁𝑂𝗍𝗀's going to be able to trade. They're playing this so calm. 3 in hell is a little scary, but they do still have Mitch on the outside, so they don't have to worry. The crossfires here should be enough. Celsius, 𝘁𝑂𝗍𝗀 getting that ghost in the classic to do some big damage here, but it's up to the Vive Merchant. Can he do it? One jumping right click. And there's going to be a tight timer on this defuse. That's Mitch. That's the classic.
It's going to be towards B. It was a bad fake. So they have the perfect stack for this so far.
30 seconds left.
Right back. Net on one, but 𝘁𝑂𝗍𝗀 will trade here. You still in towards the back of the site. They find 𝘁𝑂𝗲𝗀 finally, as the whole death ball finally is able to come through the archway at B. Looks like a pop flash wants to come through. 𝘁𝑂𝗀𝗀's going to use that for help, but they can get the kill onto 𝘁𝘂𝗀𝗀.
Weapon upgrades as well. Pop flash trying to delay.
Yeah, weapon's down. That was a huge upgrade. It's going to be the stinger for 𝘁𝑂𝗀𝗀. The second round here for Sentinels. Sight.
Oh, he missed.
Oh, net on the right side as they start to trade back and forth. The stingers just seem to be the higher prio weapon right now that's doing the damage. Plant on Jenny and a quick shot from 𝘁𝑂𝗀𝗀𝗀. Always good for the one, but is the second one in the chamber ready for another member of Cloud9. 3v2, blades come out. 𝘁𝑂𝗀𝗀𝗀 tries to break the crosshairs, but he's going to be the one that also collects the kills as Vic is playing huge. Vic, the unsung hero since the Red Bull home ground, since he joined the squad. Can he collect this one over New Jersey's finest?
The read. And again, it's a one-shot with the Outlaw. Good read by Vic to not get pulled by the defuse on the fake from 𝘁𝑂𝗀𝗀𝗀.
Fakes on fakes here from both of them into the site. One shot miss. Vic's going to get it. He's going to get it. About every series. Back towards the A site. C9 is being very quick with their attacks, knowing when they could possibly go for the throat, but they're not prepared. They don't understand what Sentinels can bring to the table. We're looking to where the octane would come from right now, and 𝘁𝑂𝗀𝗀𝗀 is fueled by the team. What a play towards tiles. Armageddon comes through as well, and Cloud9 didn't even get a chance to breathe on it so far, and the Vines and the rest of it still hold them at bay, but Mitch just swings out with a drive-by on the Sheriff. That's everybody in sight lane. Now it has to be Sentinels to react.
Jessup still gets caught by the annihilation.
Oh, they're not going to get that back either. Wall's going to go up to protect it. That's Celsius going down. And now they just have a few more. Still weapons coming in. C9 has to play this smart, but they're actually not watching the angles from a distance here. Trade 2 for 1 as 𝘁𝘂𝗀𝗀𝗀 tries to stop the bleeding there, but he goes down as well. Can they get this one shut down? Mitch and 𝘁𝑂𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 both one shot to the weapons they have in hand right now. And that's going to be Mitch again with another one.
Fine with the Hunter's Fury towards the back of the site. It looks like we're stalling just for a bit.
Okay, trade for trade. We're at a 4-4. I was narrating 𝘁𝑂𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 that I have fallen here, so it should be still pretty easy for both teams to defend and get into sight on the retakes. They don't know 𝘁𝑂𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀's back there. Can they pinch him in? Oh my gosh, the Zealous Assault comes out, just gets everybody to scatter here, and that is going to be tough. Rifle for 𝘁𝑂𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀.
That's the only thing right there working for 𝘁𝑂𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, and they're trying to use it towards the 8th side. At least it trades out, but 𝘁𝑂𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 gives the advantage for Sentinels at the very beginning. Now the weapon's out, they can't really pick it up yet. Unless they're able to push here, that person right back, and that's going to be 𝘁𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. Thankfully, the L drone pings them, and they could salvage this weapon and maybe turn it around once again for Cloud9 on another Thrifty.
Sentinels are starting to gain a little bit more map control here, getting their orb grabs, getting the early fights in their favor, and they are not wasting time to make sure they have more info on the extremities from this. Any way to further shut down C9. Still 3 members alive, and this lurk could get sketchy here towards mid from 𝘁𝑂𝗀𝗀𝗀.
Let's try to find a timing. That's twice that happens here for Sentinels, leaving a wall all the way back to prevent a push, but 2 times it's been punished. They got to change this wall now for Sentinels, but if not for Cloud9, they're pitching in towards this A site. They have a good read.
And a beautiful shot from 𝘁𝑂𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 to start shutting this down. 𝘁𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 just on the edge, and they know they're going away from the operator. They're trying to pin down the rifles, and they just have one more inside A site now. The IGL, 𝘁𝑂𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 trying to call the shots here, can't do it. without the help of 𝗀𝗃𝗃, and the operator now has to retake the site from two members of 𝘁 and 𝗀𝗃𝗃.
If I'm 𝗀𝗃𝗃, I'm going for this. On fire so far, it doesn't even matter if he gets pinged out, dashes forward!
He does one. 𝗀𝗃𝗃 already pulls the acrobatics, 𝗀𝗃𝗃 uses it! They still have a bit of a crossfire towards site. 𝗃𝗃's ready for the side shot, is able to get 𝘁cie just through the wall at the end. And now he's pinched, but he gets the paranoia help, site help from the team, and it's absolutely huge. That call from Bang, the paranoia and the cleanup from Sentinels.
They could open up a site, but they have to figure out where Sentinels are currently positioned, and I love that to start. A great first blood from 𝗀𝗃𝗃, but at least it gets immediately traded out, and that's finally C9 working on those fundamentals that were kind of needed in the last couple of rounds.
Yeah, they're trying to put their cat hold back together here. You see quickly 𝗀𝗃𝗃 coming around if there needs to be a flash. They get the drone, they'll have the knife. And it looks like they are going to try to dimensional drift over here towards A. The step up though from Bang just to get a little further and take him off guard. 𝗃𝗃𝗃 coming in, closing down the site, playing previously where 𝗀𝗃𝗃 was, so they're rotating each other around here, as I said before, but still the hold is just the same. And there it is, 𝗀𝗃𝗃 goes down.
The A side, but now they're read on the wall.
Protocol wall takedown, it's going to be logs, and they do hit 𝗃𝗃𝗃 quick. 𝗀𝗃𝗃 and 𝗀𝗃𝗃 come in fast with the kills on attack. It is a swarm from Sentinels, and now they're going to have the site. 𝗀𝗃𝗃 𝘃 is still going to be lurking around here. Looks like he will stay close to stairs. Trying to make sure he is one of the crossfires on the outside of this boathouse so they don't get utiled, and it's going to be the 2-1 split here from C9.
They need 𝘁𝗃 and 𝘁 to get value out of this recon flash. They could maybe get some wall bangs with these ghosts.
Oh, the flash into a recon so they can't dodge would be perfect here if they can just get it over the wall in time. Vix trying to draw the attention. 1 and 2 come out from the left side. It's the util. It's the fight now, but Sentinels has their eyes on the prize. Back towards mid. That's going to be timing on the wall to drop it. 𝘁𝗃's not going to think it. He's going to think it's a clone. Bang was already there. And now 𝘁, like you said, already low in sight. 𝗀𝗃𝗃 just behind. How much damage can they do? And is it enough to shut down the rest of the members of Sentinels? 12 seconds left. 𝘀𝗃 gets a pivotal kill inside sight so they can get the spike down. And this leaves the 2 Stingers full HP on the half armor to come in. Bang already takes one out, and that's going to be 𝗀𝗃 finding Vic.
Here to try to come back in his first map on their map pick. Double swing denied at the very beginning, and C9 are in a position where they're pretty much going to force every single round.
It's from a 1-3-1 hold. Usually that's just for info, but to get a collat, like, Sentinels is in the position, everything going their way right now, and they can do no wrong, rather. That's going to be the hit back.
That could be rather confusing.
Okay.
Finally, some sort of hope here. First blood coming out in even a second.
Wait a minute. And this is why C9 is C9, because they can do this, and you just don't understand where they pulled it from. Wasn't a timeout, wasn't anything. They just activate. I think they really just had this hidden in their back pocket.
What a nice flash by 𝘁𝗃𝗃.
Good push out. C9 getting a little angry here. Gotta see it. We gotta see a change in something, even if it's pushing more, being aggressive more. Sometimes you gotta go outside the box. The push around as well. This could be huge at top mid. They're getting timing on the map, and they may lose it over to the side of Bang, but that's not going to give the rest of Sentinels a free path to Bang.
And he's walking through. Right now, if Sentinels could continue to delay towards B main, they need to find it to allow this so that Bang could find the perfect timing in the back of the site. No more. Fortunately, though, 𝗃𝗃 gets spammed through the smoke, and that's already a player down.
He's just trying to live for one more kill. Bang finds one, and now 𝗀𝗃𝗃 knows. Gets the flash out, can't get it. Yes, he does. Double tap to the head of net. And now he says, quick, come over.
Yeah, exactly. Drop the spike so you can TP and grab it, and you stay as a team with 30 seconds left. The thing is that he canceled the... He went back towards the A site to plant while 𝗀𝗃𝗃 was going B.
Yeah, he was going B. Oh, bit of a misdirect there, I think.
Stealing sight.
He's delayed enough time.
Yeah,
the paranoia is being
right.
thrown. He gets out of position with the TP, and now 𝗀𝗃𝗃 meets up with them.
𝘁𝗃𝗃 first. 𝘁𝗃𝗃 goes down first. 𝘁 makes a distraction. Oh, 𝘁 actually able to get the first kill here. 𝗀𝗃𝗃 coming up big. It's not going to be him. It's going to be 𝘁𝗃𝗃.
A site. You're playing across map, though, so the Razor Vines are still really good.
Beautiful. Nice. Right on the Razor Vines as you see 𝗀𝗃𝗃 over at the B site. The utility can be used off of that ultimate since he's not getting hit. And now Sentinels is left wondering, Where do they go from here? Who's actually at the site? And they're not going to have enough players to get through here. So C9 are able to capitalize on one more round for themselves and slowly finding a way in. That alert on the way in. 𝘁𝗃𝗍𝗀 goes down. And look at that, Second just shooting ducks at the back of sight. Nobody even knows he's there. Shorty from 𝗁𝗲𝗃 here wondering if he can get out of the smoke without being seen first. As the Phantom comes out next, and it is going to be enough to get one, but 𝗁𝗲𝗃 cannot get out alive as they start trading shots towards 𝘁, and that's what it feels like right now for Sentinels inside A. Mitch again on the clutch versus 𝘁𝗃𝗃. Spike is planted. Plenty of time to play with a few fake defuses and push into the site. 𝘁𝗃𝗃 with no utility here, not even the Rose.
Back up. He knows he's towards the left now.
Half is there. Goes for the shot. Mitch gets another one.
Coming through from the Armageddon. Here comes the hit from Sentinels.
Nice spam through. They're trying to get these shots before they even happen. The Phantoms are helping them do it through the smoke. Still clearing sight, but Second goes down for one of the first times as he makes it in. Or no, Second gets a kill, I should say. As
So
𝘁𝗃𝗃
2v2.
answers back, the duelists are firing hot right now, and who's going to overheat on this one, and who's going to keep their cool? Dimensional drift goes through, so 𝘁𝗃𝗃 knows exactly what's going on in the back of the site, and now Mitch starts to creep into position so they can activate the protocol.
30 seconds left.
Just to the left, spam through the box. It's a tough spot for Second as he can't get help from 𝘁𝗃𝗃 on the same angle. A stiff wind will blow 𝘁𝗃𝗃 down, and a quick transfer could take Mitch as well. Almost there.
To try to create an opening.
That timing. 𝗁𝗃𝗃 on top of it here. Can he hold for long enough, though? What a push in. Mitch realizes it's a ruse, gets the quick shot there, and now it's still going to be the rotation over. They realize what B was.
That could have been a huge kill. That would have been Spike.
One more, though. Feels it. Doesn't look. Oh, second guessing himself. Gets the wall, and he's actually going to get shot in the back for this one. Didn't get a shot. Another 3K for Mitch. Count him up. Rack him up.
And pistols left now for C9 as the 𝘁𝗃𝗍𝗀 comes out.
You get locked in.
Revealing area.
One dart. Gives them a bit of a chance to clear themselves into sight, and that takes down one. Can it be another big clutch for C9? This is going to be game, or it's going to be a round continuation here. Net very low. It's going to be the jump from 𝘁𝗃𝗃 and the right-click classic.
So he's going to be... He has to stand tall with his ghost.
It's a very big commitment here for Vic to stay in. The shots are just missing. They capitalize on one. But wait, it's set by Mitch. They find more. The Sentinels is now out in the open trying to get themselves to safety here. Very low health on both sides. It's going to be the Ghost versus the Classic, and Net's going to be able to ring true.
To stop them as they enter towards A site. Well, pistols will.
The double swings they have to apply that damage. Get some of these guns down. It's not retrievable just yet, but it is a little bit scary for the post plant here. 𝘁𝗃𝗃 spamming through it, using that hero rifle on this buy, or I should say upgrade rifle.
Shots are missing though. There's an opening for C9. Not anymore.
Yeah, he closes it down. Oh, waiting on the right side, waiting for the crossfires to come through, and he finds the ace! As they're trying to decide, 𝘁𝗃𝗃 gives himself an out. They make sure Bang is safe, and they know that the first layer of the site is there, but no! Cloud9 starts to come out of the woodwork with shots from left and right, and the crossfire is beautiful.
And unfortunately, the vines being thrown by 𝘁𝗃𝗃 kind of stops here the opportunity from the last two players of himself and 𝘁𝗃𝗃 trying to swing out to go for trades. So he just has to keep players at bay. Try to keep them towards the A site where you see 𝘁𝗃𝗃 is moving for a
30
plant.
seconds left.
So the responsibility now for 𝘁𝗃𝗃 stay. Try to watch back and maybe go for a fight towards the back of the spawn. If not, I mean, if he's going to walk back towards the street, that camera being set up here by Net could see a lot.
𝘁𝗃𝗃. The super quiet here. He's got 3 people to pass, and then a little extra time to wait here. But not too long. You can't leave 𝘁𝗃𝗃 out to dry on this situation. It's going to be tough, and the pints are even harder as 𝘁𝗃𝗃 has the timing. Second trying to stay alive, gets a spam, but it doesn't throw him off, and he gets 2. Vic's able to take 1, but he's done his job. 2 for the round, and 𝘁𝗃𝗃 is happy with that. He leaves 𝘁𝗃𝗃 with the perfect prep. The smoke is there. It's at half. They're not even looking. He misses the first shot, but he's going to have it. Nose on the second defuse. That bike, it does go through, and he's able to get the clutch!
On until the dimensional drift!
And
Shorty battle, and 𝘁𝗃𝗃 wins!
No way, 𝘁𝗃𝗃's so ready for it. He says, yeah, I've done that a bunch of times myself. 𝘁𝗃 is able to trade one back, and now Sentinels falling left and right. 𝘁𝗃𝗃's not stopped by the vines with the 𝘁𝗃𝗍𝗃 is going to take away the arsenal. It's left up to the classics. 𝘁𝘂𝗍 is going to come firing through. They know they need to reposition and get themselves to safety, and it looks like he's turning tail to head to the other site.
But they rate the push towards the street.
Quick flick on the 25 HP. 𝘁𝘂𝗍's going to get a third one for the round. Can still throw a bit of a fake into this. Almost a lineup there. 𝘁𝘂𝗍's able to come back and trade out the damage, though. Very low health, and he goes down to the hands of 𝘁𝑒. As Mitch from just on the other side is able to tag in some damage. 3v3 as Sentinels try to hunker down in A.
Mitch size full util as well. Starts with the recon to get a ping.
Oh, that little duck after he hit the shot. 𝘁𝘂𝗍's going to come flying through with the blade storms. They do find it's 𝘀𝑂𝗍𝗲 in A main.
Is here any smokes that's being thrown on the attack to go for kill trips?
Smokes everywhere. 𝘁𝘂𝗲 tries to peek out of one, but gets taken down by the Stinger. That means it's Sen trying to work faster with a few of those low buys around the bigger weapons. Oh, a vine kill onto Mitch. Nicely placed by 𝘁𝘂𝗍𝗲. Still have control of the site, and this is getting a little awkward. His net can grab one, but it looks like Sentinels come through hard enough to make this round theirs.
C9R.
They avoid this Armageddon, which is nice, but they can't avoid Bang. Another one through. 𝘀𝘂𝗍𝗲's going to be able to get the trade, and they swing in. Mostly through streets and that few from long still. Even if the op was there, it looks like they can circumvent it with their pathing. Oh dear. Mitch. A little bit of a hot foot, has to move out of that situation here. The operator very close to going down in this situation. Economy is still there for another buy come in. No, it's not for C9. They need to come up big on this round. 𝘁𝘂𝗍 switches out. Sentinels trying to hold it near ring one. 𝘁𝘂𝗍 versus 𝘁𝘂𝗍 now. Possibility of getting half, but he's going to go for the fight, and it's going to be 𝘁𝘂𝗍 again in the clutch moment. As C9 is kind of in a position where they're hungry. They want to be first, so they're putting themselves in these dangerous one and dones, and they're always traded by Sentinels.
Pathing looked pretty good though for 𝘁𝘂𝗍. Just unfortunate that he couldn't get a double kill after net. Got fully flashed by the double swing towards the B site.
Turn into it. Attacks from A main as well on multiple fronts here. They're trying to figure out what they can look at and what is actually the problem. And Second is the only one in here, and he's already getting a ton of information for the team before the take.
Got hit by the tripper recon. Didn't he get wall banged?
Yeah. He's been close. Mitch, health going up a little bit there.
Well, they know the flank.
And they're looking. It has reset. 𝘁𝑒 turns away at just the last moment, though, and this could be the line for 𝘁𝘂𝗍 to get the first shot on. He misses. Zekken's able to take down 𝘁𝘂𝗲 in sight. Oh, it's just too much. C9 are overwhelmed. They move forward too quick and really are kind of deleting C9's opportunities back into the
4-2 scoreline, but then it could potentially now be a 9-3, 10-2 half for Sentinels going into the second half. But thankfully, 𝘁𝘂𝗍𝗲 gets the first blood with the Sheriff buy. That C9 has in the back from 𝘁𝘂𝗍𝗲.
Okay.
Clean shots.
I mean, this is what it takes right now for Cloud9. The low buys trying to get under the skin of Sentinels here. I mean, you're not going to get this every round, so they better use the advantage they have coming out of this one immediately. Still, we've seen the 2v4, and it's not even guns for C9 this time.
Crosshair placement could be good again.
Last player standing.
Can Vic finish it off? Bang goes for another one. An ace on the board all by himself here. 𝘁𝘂𝗍𝗲 and net are left. Has to deal with the flashes. And the uplink shows exactly where he is.
That's huge, though. Not getting spammed after the hat came through and he survives. Now he can play around the map.
He's got
Keep
one
C9
star.
guessing.
Without it pulling them in.
At least weapons got picked up now. 2 rifles on the side of C9.
Bang! Bang with the ace! Bang with the Red Bull clutch! The right side is Steel Garden that's available, and where they might be able to exit. Oh my god, Bang just going for the full drive-by. 𝘁𝘂𝗍𝗲's gonna punish that! 𝘁𝘂𝗲's gonna punish that! The 3K coming in, the spike is down, and it looks like we'll get a repeat of Ascent, a 9-3 first half, unless we see the world from 𝘁𝑒.
We want to narrate to get some action, but there's no time left.
Confident enough to push through that spawn ramp. So they're going to have everybody in sight now coming from the back, and they're going up the street side. They know they need to push. C9 beautifully getting aggressive here, but Sentinels are ready on the deep defense.
But Vic able to get those kills, and he does have a star to work with. That's going to be huge, at least to delay to start, allowing Net to get the pick.
Huge kill from Nat. They're going to try to get hit on the spike. Zekken takes one down. Vic is there. Bang, trying to figure out which side he can get on to get the perfect shot. It's not going to be.
On a drone spotted 2. Here comes a repinch back from Bang.
Oof. Traded. Little 1-for-1. Mitch with the swing, but actually Vic was looking the other way. They did not have that timed out. Oh, almost reads it. The sixth sense comes up.
Trades are perfect.
It's Vic's chance.
The more chances Vic has to be able to win this round.
Here's the 𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗀. Brought in. It actually just takes him off. I thought it might have gotten it for a second. Oh, he hides it. Oh, down to 6 HP. He gets it through the wall.
No time. He takes first Sentinels.
That feels a little bit awkward. You commit to one wall and there's just going to be another in your face. Who's going to play the side-to-side better? And it's Sentinels for now. 3v4. C9 looking to pick up a few more kills. 𝗀𝗂𝗍𝗲 in a swing towards the backside. A beautiful kill there in the teamwork that they have set up. And they are not allowing C9 that much ground. Mitch, however, from Street. Oh, he throws the Armageddon, but he's pushing. Mitch is always pushing, and he takes down 𝗀𝗂𝗍𝗲.
They could start pitching out towards the street, so I love that we were trying to fight back towards the street, but 𝗀𝗃𝗍 could get two here.
Oh my gosh. The crosshair placement doesn't even allow the Sentinels player to get a full swing out from their position. And that's both down for Street. A 9-9 round looking like we're going to get here out of this. And something happened out of that last Cloud9 timeout that just lit a fuse for them.
Yeah. It almost felt for Sentinels. They were counting too much on the Vice wall from 𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃 that they thought that Cloud9 maybe was baiting that wall instead, and it would have some time. As they snuck around here for Cloud9, they hit around that corner, right at the middle of the street. And it just caught some players off guard and made it easy here for Cloud9 to tie up this game. And the economy is not the best now for Sentinels. They have to go for hero rifles in the next round if they could save these two weapons, if not a full eco once again for the defensive side.
And they were trying to push Guardians into this round too from the side of Sentinels, so you already saw them trying to squeak in the money there just to make sure they could keep it off of Tide. But that will not be the case. C9 are going to keep quite a few alive on this one. The 3K for Ox Lamsight, knowing that they have numbers. A lot of concuss going down on the backside. Give it a quick shake and you'll be reset here now in the eyes of Mitch as the Hunter's Fury burns across A site. The pings go through. The VIP protection is there. Get down, Mr. President, says 𝗀𝗃𝗍𝗃. They protect Vic on the plant. 𝗀𝗃𝗃 and 𝗁𝗃 both fall to the wayside now. And now it's just the Sheriffs to do work as they are found at the end of Mitch's Phantom.
I'm back.
Use a dimensional drift. Although tapping the spike, dropping some players would be kind of good here for Sentinels. But it definitely does feel, that it should be a C9 round.
Yeah, this is going to be a very tough pincer.
Hold on.
Wait, they let the 1v1s happen, and it's going to be too much. It's going to be bang.
Plant.
Straight into sight. Not much util to go with it. Just the default stuff. A flash, a smoke, a dash. And it's not enough to throw Sentinels for a loop here. 𝗀𝗃𝗍𝗃 does find himself a weapon and pretty healthy to boot.
And he gets the Armageddon with that kill too. Beautiful haunt being thrown by 𝗁𝗃𝗃. Now the win con here trying to survive. It's probably not going to happen. Now you're pushing him once again off another plant. 𝗀𝗃𝗃 is lurking through.
Oh, 𝗀𝗃𝗃. Oh! Gets one, gets a second on that transfer, and he's able to hold it down to keep the Phantom screaming. And this is going to be one of the toughest rounds. A push every single round. He's done it every round. They just get to figure it out this time.
But C9 hasn't been pushing towards this B at the top, so they never understood that 𝗁𝗃𝗃 was pushing up, and 𝗁𝗃𝗃's everywhere once again.
𝗁𝗃𝗃 wants to clean up this final round. Already 2 to his name. They're running away from him towards his team.
Into the Vice util.
Bang. Look how safe he's playing too. Even knowing they have such an upper hand, you're not going to take the fights that could get you to go down. 𝗀𝗃𝗃 falls, but there's still so much here for Sen to use to take control of this round. And now the 2v4 from Cloud9 side. Can they produce the same result their opponents did previous in the series?
You definitely want these two players alive here to try to win it for Cloud9, and they do so.
Vic, full health, regened up, and they know where he is for a moment. Peeks to 𝗁𝗃𝗃, and 𝗁𝗃𝗃's got it! The 3K, the finalizer, and Sentinels will take down Cloud9 in 2 maps.